If you're a creative, you know what it's like. I think we've all been there. Seen somebody's work and admired it, appreciated it, and then not long behind that comes that sense of jealousy. I'm Shai, and this is the Shai Creative. I want to share with you why we should learn to be inspired by artists and not jealous. Learn to use other people's work as inspiration. When we go to galleries, when we watch a movie, when we read a book, use it as a way to teach you what can you learn from them. What is it that they're doing in their process that you can adopt? I've said several times, I'm currently writing a novel and I have people's work who I read. I love the way they express themselves on the page, the way that they make a scene or character come to life, the way they describe the environment. With my artwork, I do like going to galleries, seeing what other people have done and created. It helps me to see how I can be better, helps me to realize what I can do to move forward. Take a look at what's around you, look at other artists, look at creatives, see their work, use it as a motivator, not something that brings you to a standstill because you think you're not good enough. I know sometimes when we look at people's work and we feel like they are brilliant and miles ahead, it isn't a race. Their journey is not yours. Every creative has a beginning. They all started somewhere. There was a beginning. There is a beginning for every single person that creates. No one is born with a pen or pencil or paintbrush or a book in their hand. Everybody has to start somewhere. We are seeing them at a time where things are amazing, when they're getting accolades and awards and recognition, but we're not seeing what goes on behind closed doors. We haven't seen that journey they have taken to where they are today. Using other people's work as inspiration to realize that actually we're all on a journey and it never stops, and hopefully it will never stop for you. You don't want the things that motivate and inspire you and encourage you to come to a grinding halt, because then there's going to come a point where your ideas and your inspirations are going to run out. You need to keep that going by looking at other people's work, but rather than being jealous, see it. See the beauty in what they've done. Look at perhaps their brush strokes. Look at their pencil lines. Look at the shadows they've created. Look at the words written on the page, how it's been woven together to create such a beautiful imagery. Don't think for a moment, oh, if I look at other people's work, it's going to influence me. Well, yes, it will, and it should, for the better, as inspiration and motivation. Think of writers. When you are writing a book, whether it's a short story, whether it's a novelette, you always have to read the work of people that have gone before you. There's no point in writing if you're never going to read. You need to be a reader. All writers read the work of others because it just inspires. It gives ideas, it feeds the imagination, and it keeps your creative bank account full. If you never look at the work of anybody else, some point your tank is going to run empty. Inspiration comes from all directions, but when it comes to the creative field, especially if it's the same one you're in, go broad, go deep, look at things that perhaps don't even interest you, because it's amazing what you can pick up from that. I'm not a big fan of poetry, but I can see the beauty in it. It's also looking at artwork that is different from your own. There are some that I like more than others, but I can appreciate the beauty in all of them. I can appreciate the work and the effort and the time and the process that's gone into them. I don't automatically close myself off because, well, actually, I'm not interested in expressionism or abstract work. It's really about taking elements from different parts and seeing how you can make that your own. It's seeing how I can be better, how you can be better, and what you can do to create your own new creative process. So be inspired, go broad, go deep, go wide. Don't keep a narrow focus. Don't keep your focus so small that you shut off everything else. So with focus, time, repetition, and practice, it will be amazing what you can achieve. You will get better. You can foster a new and stronger creative process. I am always inspired by other people's work, and I can see where They have put the time, effort and energy in. And lately I came across, or recently I should say actually, I came across a video by a young man called Joshua Charo, and he often films and photographs artists in creative loft spaces. And I always see these lofts and think, I want one of those. But to see the work of these artists that he is filming and speaking to is just fantastic, and hearing their stories just reminds me of the journey that creatives take. It really is inspiring. I will truly recommend checking out his videos. I will put a link to them in the show notes. But I know if you are a creative, and even if you're not an artist or a painter, you will find those videos inspiring, because the stories that some of these artists have to tell is just incredible. The second artist that inspires me so much is Michael Leonard. His work focuses on the male form. He does a lot of painting, he did photography, and he did drawing. His drawings are phenomenal. The energy and the style, just the whole way he works. I could sit and look at his work for hours. I still remember when I first saw it, my jaw dropped. It showed me how much further I have to go, but it also showed me what was possible with my work, and I found it inspiring. I find his work incredible, and I will put a link to him in the show notes. The other place I'd love to check out is the Henry Miller Fine Art Gallery in London, and I am determined to go and visit. Their artwork is also focused on the male form, and this gallery is so beautiful and is situated inside a house. The artwork is, well, I'm inspired. That's all I have to say. I will put a link in the show notes. Use the work of others to inspire you, to nurture and foster your inspiration, not your jealousy. I'm Shai. This is the Shai Creative. If you found this video inspiring or encouraging in any way, do hit the like button, do subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.